Breaking news, Biafrans all over the world, the lovers of good things. As I am speaking to you, Benjamin Netanyahu, Prime Minister of Israel, is coming to Biafraland. Benjamin Netanyahu, the Prime Minister of Israel, is coming to Biafraland. Finally, I will show you the video. The video is here. Benjamin Netanyahu say, we are Jews. I am going to Africa to rescue the Jews. I will show you the video. Please, as you watch this video, share this video massively. Share it. Share this video massively. I've told you people, you see all these Southeast leaders who felt maybe probably because of governorship, senator, because they want to fulfill their ambitions, they are selling their right out. They will regret it. No one said you cannot contest. We are seeing Nigeria. Alesoti is a governor of Abia today, and the Biafrans all over the world are loving what Alesoti is doing. Have you seen anyone so far now that have come and criticized Alesoti? Have Alesoti now turned himself to the enemy of Biafra? Did Alesoti now deny his origin that is not from Biafra? He's a politician, a Nigerian politician. But in as much as a Nigerian politician, he knows where he's coming from. My people, where I came from, make a parable. If you don't know where you are going, you should be able to know where you are coming from. But the problem of these Efulefu Southeast leaders, some of them who have sold their right to the Fulani men, they don't know where they are going and they are forgetting where they are coming from. That's why I call them Efulefu. They should better realize their mistake before it's too late. I say the Biafra now, the stage Biafra are now is about to take the crown. Nnamdi Kanu have taken the cross. And after you have taken the cross, what next is to take the crown? Biafra now is almost getting his crown. Because the world is recognizing Biafra faster and faster. If you visit the videos of Nnamdi Kanu for the past, he have said it. This is no longer a string to him. And that's why a lot of people might be frustrated in the struggle. A lot of people might lose hope. A lot of people might... He knew he has prepared for the raining day. Nnamdi Kanu prepare for the raining day. Have you ever heard him called, oh, I'm not the one that formed my Biafra? Have you ever heard that he denied that I'm not the one that formed IPOP? He faced them one-on-one, told them that I formed IPOP. This is the reason I formed IPOP. I registered IPOP. I do this. I established ESM. He said it. He did not deny it. And he said the fact, the reason he did it, that Nigeria constitution is not against it. And that's why you see it that it's difficult for Nigeria government to nail this man. I will show you people the video where Benjamin Netanyahu is coming to Biafraland. If Nnamdi Kanu did not pay this ultimate price, do you think it will be possible? Whether you like it or not, the issue that is still going on in Finland right now over Samuel Ekpa is another way of advertising Biafra to the world. And that's why I've said that Buhari advertised Biafra to the world without getting one naira. With him, he thought he's punishing Biafra. He thought that hatred he had for Biafrans. Then he want to finish it, or knowing to him that he want to sell Biafra. He want to advertise Biafra free of charge. The atrocity these people have done, most especially Buhari government visiting it, you know that this man hates Biafrans to the core. Watch this video. Don't go away. Watch this video. I'm coming back.
Expression of a simple truth. Israel is coming back to Africa, and Africa is coming back to Israel. I believe in Africa. I believe in Africa. I believe in its potential, present and future. It is a continent on the rise. Its people are diverse and talented. I've made strengthening our relations one of our top priorities, national and international priorities of the State of Israel. It's the reason I became the first Israeli Prime Minister to visit Africa in decades. Well, one thing I can assure you, it won't be decades until an Israeli leader visits Africa again. It won't be 5 years, it'll be a few months. Africa and Israel share a natural affinity. We have, in many ways, similar histories. Your nations toiled under foreign rule. You experienced horrific wars and slaughters, and you are still fighting to get out of the past into the future valiantly, and efforts that I deeply admire. With determination and conviction, you won your independence. You healed the wounds of the past to chart a future of hope for your people. This is very much our history. Our people, too, were denied independence for far too long. Our people, too, suffered the indignity of bondage, slavery, and dispossession. Our people, too, experienced unimaginable horrors of mass death and genocide. But we never, ever gave in. We fought for our independence and won. We think that Israel now is the best partner that the countries of Africa could have, and it's something that is dear to our hearts. The founder of modern Zionism, the national movement of the Jewish people, was Theodor Herzl, and he said, after I liberate the Jewish people, I will go to Africa to help liberate the black people. We have our African brethren, the Ethiopian Jews, who are in our society, and I personally work every few weeks to help integrate more and more and incorporate them in our society. I believe this. I believe in Africa. I believe in your future, and I believe in our partnership.
I believe that Israel still continues with this path of supporting its friends, its allies, its family. And just like we did that in 1967, Israel supports and does what it can. I did hear that Mr. Kanu was in Israel, in Jerusalem, before he was abducted and disappeared from the public's eye. And this is the most important thing that I want Biafrans to take from this discussion, that Israel, we stand with you guys. And although the cause of Biafra is not very familiar with the world and with Israelis, I want to say that, because of my activity, because of what I do, more and more Israelis are hearing about the cause of Biafra each and every day. So yes, we do stand with you. I want you to know that.
Very against the Igbo population. They had massacred them in 1967 in the Biafra War, and still there's persecution till this day. So we knew coming into Nigeria, we're not here to get involved with the politics, but we're here to tell the story of a population that many in the government experience or think of them as their enemies. So we land in Ogizi.
Getting involved in the politics.
Well, we're not here to play politics in Nigeria. We're just here to say that
no agenda.
There's connection. Yes. Yeah. Well, there are movements trying to separate the southern part of Nigeria, which is Biafra, IGBOS, and to create independence from Nigeria. So that's the politics that they face.
Have you listened to Netanyahu? Benjamin Netanyahu? Have you now seen others, the Israeli now who are merging alliance with Biafrans? Have you seen that Biafran are now being accepted most of the country of the world? Is to tell you something is going wrong. When I told you people that the way breeze blow, foul nyash go open. British nyash don't they open now. British are the problem we are facing in this country. Fulani is not the problem of Nigeria. The problem of Nigeria is these British who are using them, so that they will keep making this country. And that's why they keep mute. They don't allow. Whatever these Fulani headmen are doing is none of their concern. Because the more these people are kidnapping, before there is the news of killing in Benue, in Taraba, in Plateau, the more these people are sucking Nigeria. Nobody is aware of their evils they are doing. As I have said it time without number, if these Efulefu leaders in the southeast will wake up one day, if what has been done to the Igbos is half of it is done to the Yoruba, this country will have divided long time ago. I've said, most of the things this government, the Nigeria government, especially under Buhari government, did to Igbo, marginalizing Igbo right from the time of after Biafra war, if they did half of it to the Yoruba, this country would have not been one today. Does it mean that these ones, all in the name of power, they want to become governor, they want to become this, they are deaf to what is happening? Why can't they stand up and speak? Shebi under Buhari government, next week today that become the emperor now, he stood, he was challenging Buhari. Nothing they fit one. Nothing. Nobody go buy you. Speak, you want to speak. And that's why it now look as if it is only this Abia, few Abia politicians and we have Senator Abaribe who have paid his due in this issue of Mazi Nnamdi Kanu struggle. He has paid his due. Senator Abaribe has paid his due. Alesotu now is doing his own effort. Where are the remaining Igbo politicians? Does it really matter where the struggle, who win the struggle? The most important thing that win what you want. Get what you want. Unlike somebody like Oji Kalu, the rest of them, who are busy galvanizing, singing praise of Bola Ahmed Tinubu. A man who have came, who did not respect equity. That's why God will continue blessing the soul of Ayo Adebanjo. Allow Igbo man to be a president who make them to that they belong to this country called Nigeria. But they intentionally, they are deleting Igbo out of this country. And I've said it time without number, no Igbo, no Nigeria. And that's why they are finding it difficult to allow the Igbos to go. No Igbo economy cannot move forward. That's why you see all this abragadaba they are doing. Economy reform, renew hope.
Yes, good morning, good afternoon, and good evening. Depending on wherever you are watching us from. Here's another edition of Politics on the Street. You can subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please like our video. Please share, comment for more political discourse. Pastor, fear in Asoro as Israel Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has officially said he would visit Biafraland. There is fear across Africa and fear in Nigeria. He has officially said he wants to visit Biafraland. Pastor, how can you write this, sir?
Yeah, good morning. I remember humble self, that Biafran evangelist Benjamin Johnson Esesinachi. Netanyahu, my elder brother, is planning to visit Africa and Biafraland, to be precise, because that day he cannot just visit Africa and dwell in Islamic. Brother, of course. The meaning of Benjamin, what is my name? Benjamin. His name Benjamin. Netanyahu, that is the Jewish language, and the Biafra language interpretation of my own. It says Esesinachi. That is what it means. So Biafra Benjamin Netanyahu is coming in a Biafra land to visit Biafra land because it's a Christian Biafran nation. And let me tell you, Biafra is recorded and registered. Go and check Israeli map. You see Biafra there. So
Israeli map.
Yes, Israeli map. Go and check it. I'm not telling you fallacy. It's something that I would like you to verify. And even as we speak, Biafra is like that is a part of the Jewish, the lost Jewish, who find themselves in another continent of Africa that happen to be a part of Nigeria. That is why he's coming. Remember before now, I could remember during the Buhari tenure, if I'm not mistaken, though I stand to be corrected on this, there was a time in Anambra, about 4 Israeli people was arrested by Nigerian government that they came, what are they doing in Anambra state, you understand, which they came with a ship and they came to test run the soil of Biafra land and to test run the Biafran people because they believe, as we are saying, that we are the Jews. So they came to test run to confirm what we are saying, if it's actually the truth, and which they have tested and test run, and they have confirmed it. Now they are taking their report. I could remember that time they were arrested as at that time, but later released back to Israel. So Netanyahu, the Prime Minister himself, is coming officially to visit and to see the people that are called the lost Jews that find themselves in the country called Nigeria. and there is no other Jewish than the Biafrans.
But, Pastor, what impact or what
the significance of his coming, the impact is going to play in the life of Biafra or in the life of Nigeria. In the life of Biafra is going to play a plus, but in the life, in Nigeria is going to play a minus. How do I mean by this? In Biafra, it will play a plus in the sense that there's a recognition by the Jewish nation, international Jewish nation, Israel to be precise. And when you make mention of Israel, you are mentioning of the people. When you talk of one of the strong nation in the world, I repeat, one of the strongest nation in the world is Israel. You understand? And let me tell you again, anything that relates to Israel or that has to do with Israel is equally dealing with who? America. Because they work hand to hand. So anything Israel regarding to or related to, definitely America is regarded and related with that same thing. So they work hand to hand. So his visitation to Africa, Biafraland to be precise, have a very huge plus to read the Biafrans based on our struggle, our fight for independence.
Based on the struggle and the fight for independence.
Yes, and at the same time, you know what this is telling again? You can see currently now, or based by the special grace of God, God have used for Biafra to have an embassy in Washington DC, confirmed and documented under the watch of Donald Trump. So he now coming visiting Africa is a plot with what is already on the ground. And now coming to the side of Nigeria, it will be a minus, because even as I speak to you currently now, when I finish doing your findings, Israel in NATO, Israel now is having an issue with the Western Europe. Currently now with England and France, they are having misunderstanding, they are having issues regard to what is on the ground, Gaza. So another, in addition again to this thing that I'm telling you now, let me tell you this. Every strong nation now is looking for a base, farm base, resources base, mineral base that is in Africa. You see why, as I speak to you now, France is missing, they are losing a lot of base here in Africa. And that is why you see of base. Yes, they are losing serious base in Africa. You can see what happened in Cote d'Ivoire. Currently now, Cote d'Ivoire have reinforced and they moved out. Now they have welcomed the system of governance. They have joined Sahel, Senegal, Mali, Niger. You can see what Algeria did before now. And there is another country again that is marching out. I get telling you. So all these things are the significant. All the world power, the strong nations are looking for base in Africa because of the blessings of the Lord in Africa. The resources and the mineral and the other things, because what Europeans are using to develop their country, to develop their place, is coming, 70% of it is coming from Africa. So every strong man, strong nation, strong country must find a base in Africa. So that contributes as well. The last tribe of Israel that is in Africa is what Netanyahu is looking for. And they need to reconciliation, and they need to be recognized, and they need to be called back to their father's land and recognized. So, and the British on the other hand are fighting it so that, the breakout of the Biafra is a division to, it's like the ending of Nigeria. The what? The breaking out of Biafra in Nigeria is the end of Nigeria.
Why do you think Nigeria will end?
Nigeria will end in the time of the resources, because as you stand now, Operation Feed the Nation, all what the resources they are using for the development of Nigeria, where is it coming from? It is all about Biafra. All this struggle that Nigeria are struggling, all this fight Nigeria are fighting in the name of one Nigeria. It all depends on the resources that God has blessed Biafrans with. Besides that resources, there will be nothing like a one Nigeria as you are hearing. They will not be fighting to make sure that Igbos do not go. Are you hearing me? It's because of the resources that God bless Igbos with. That is what you see Nigeria go to the Fulanis, struggling, making sure that don't free myself now the town. Don't do this, don't do it. Let's keep my, because of what? The resources. The goal that is coming from the north is Nigeria managing it. The capital, no, that is the answer.
But Pastor, can Benjamin Netanyahu give the Igbos Biafra?
Now you ask a very sensitive question. There is something I want to tell you today, in case you don't know. There is extent at which struggle will reach. It will require external forces to intervene.
When struggle reach?
Yes, there is an extent a struggle for freedom will reach. Then it will attract external forces. And then when that time comes, you will see people. That is why you see Benjamin Netanyahu, even throwing it as a recognition in the White House in Washington D.C. before Donald Trump. When Donald Trump, in the month of January, when Donald Trump officially gave him the first invitation, he threw it before Donald Trump. You understand? Regarding to Biafra, the issues of Biafra. January this year, 2025. Go and do your findings after this interview. I don't just speak what I am not sure of. You hearing me? So go and do your findings. You will concur with me. I don't speak Pharisee, I speak the facts. So that's it. So there is extent by which this marginalization. You can see the U.S. Congress. You see the way they are coming out smoking, letting the Americans and the entire world to know what is going on in Nigeria and the killings of the Christians that is going on, the massacre of the Christians in Nigeria here, and precisely the Igbos.
Okay, Pastor, lastly, before I let you go, what is your advice to the Nigerian government who are saying that visit is just propaganda and that Netanyahu would never visit? That even if it was come, he used to come to Abuja and see the President Muhammad Tinubu.
If you come to, the issue is this: Netanyahu, whether propaganda or true, nobody, if Netanyahu decided to visit Biafraland, nobody can stop him.
Okay.
That is one thing I want you to understand. He can decide, because if you are not a nation, you cannot have an embassy. True or false?
True.
So for Biafra to have an embassy, that means that Biafra have become a nation, recognized. So if Bola Ahmed Tinubu deny him of coming to Nigeria, he will not deny him of coming or going to Biafraland.
Okay, Pastor, we say a very big thank you to you. Thank you for always coming out.
God bless you.
To your visa.
You are welcome.